Give me a second, guys. There's a little bit of interruption here. This is Albert. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'll text her and have her come get her. And let me, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, let me check my, yeah, definitely. Thank you. Take care. Bye. All right, guys, we all families, huh? So let me see if I can. Sorry for a bit of a delay, but I'll tell you why. You know how it is with a kiddo at the school, like kids at the school nurse says they got to go, they got to go. So I appreciate you guys understanding on that. Coordinate with the old missus. We all have families and stuff out there, so we got to take care of them, right? All right, guys, welcome to, I like to get started a little bit early. So see, I'm right on time. I love to be a little bit early than later. So let me check, make sure that she's got the good two-way comms there. Here we go. All right, gang. So we're getting started right on time, honestly. And so if you missed the first 2 minutes, I've been coordinating with the ex-wife on picking the kiddo up from the nurse's office. So life happens every day. All right, guys. So this is my live on YouTube. I do a live every day on YouTube, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, where I'm a little softer. If you like the softer version, stay here. If you like the rougher version, go over to Rumble. That's 10 a.m. Eastern every Monday through Friday. And just bounce back and forth. I'm a straight shooter, and I'm a nice guy. I'm not a Jocko kind of guy, and I try not to yell at you guys too much. And I just want you guys to know urgency is key. That as a medevac pilot and former medevac pilot, and I'll say it that way, that I care enough to look you in the eye and say, I care. I care. Help me help you. And I'm not here to beat on the government too much. Yes, the government's corrupt. I'm not here to make excuses for that. I'm here to give you solutions and let you know what the major problem is. The major problem is, out of the 6 years that I've been doing this, I just learned this from marketing agencies recently. 6 years of delivering over $10 billion to the best and deadliest humans on Earth. So 160th MARSOC, fighter pilots, all that kind of stuff. Those guys are my clients, and most of my clients. And I can help Joe and all of us say, man, if it's this hard for us, then Joe is getting screwed. Yes, unfortunately, Joe is getting screwed too. What I learned from these marketing agencies recently is that over 135,000 of you every single month are actively Google searching for a VA calculator. That tells me 4 things. You're lost, you're alone, you don't know what your next steps are, and you don't know who to turn to. In the military, that is a very, 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 very bad place to be. And that's exactly where the government wants you to be. How do I know this? Because the government knows the same stat that I just told you. 135,000 of you are Google searching. You think that's not known? It is known. The government knows. They don't care. I care. I care enough to tell you to your face that I'm a for-profit. You've earned this money. Your family has earned this money. You've earned this money for yourself and your family. You've earned your fulfillment. And I am here to help you get that in your pocket and out in front of you where it's supposed to be. I'm a for-profit, so my clients start with me and stay with me. And what that means is anytime life happens to you, I want to be your first guy that you give a shout out to. I hold up a phone as if you're calling me, but my point, every Wednesday I host batting practice for my clients where you guys come in and tell me what's going on. Hey, I had another kid. What's that mean? Well, something. Hey, I've got a kid that just turned 18 and the VA said they aged him out. What's that mean? Something. Hey, my kid's going into the service. What's that mean? Something. Hey, my kid's going into college. What's that mean? Something. There's always a something. There's always something. And if evil has a team of attorneys and doctors and bureaucrats and all this kind of stuff against you You have to have a team in your corner. And I use a boxing analogy all the time just to showcase this, that if there's boxing going on here, you're guaranteed to win your 15-round bout. It may not take 15 rounds for your fulfillment, but my point is I'm a consultant, so I'm outside of your corner. And I have my clients be represented by veterans' rights attorneys. And those veterans' rights attorneys are the ones that I get connected with are quite magical in the sense that they are able to help you with a bunch of other things and fill in gaps and fight fights for you and make things easier on you. So no kidding, just this week I had a client of mine call me, and I knew his name because my staff and I had been bouncing his name around because he'd been emailing us about some stuff, and he called me out of nowhere, which is pretty unusual. So I want to make sure everything was okay. So I picked up the phone and said, "Hey man, I'm legit going from one meeting to the next. You only got a couple of seconds. I hope everything's okay. What's going on?" And he says, "No, Albert, this is actually a good phone call. I'm 100% now. The attorneys that you got us connected with, the process thus far, holy S, man, this has been exactly what you said it was going to be. And I just wanted to let you know, good stuff. I'm 100% permanent total now. Let's just keep moving forward. So I'm going to pay you some more money. Let's do some other stuff." Awesome. Love to hear it. That's what I hear from my clients heading into their fulfilled journey. That's what I hear from my clients. I'm out in front of you guys all the time too. Nobody else that I know of does this. If somebody else does this, gets out in front of you on camera all the time, let me know. But I haven't seen them. I've been doing this 6 years, and I've not seen other people do what I do. 135,000 of you are lost and alone and don't know what to do, don't know who to turn to. I'm giving you the answer. Go to my website. And my website walks you through it. I'm not blowing you off. That's what I call velvet roping, just making sure that you're in the right place at the right time. I don't want you to get ahead of your skis. I don't want you too far behind. And time is the ultimate enemy. So I'm not trying to pressure you. However, the reality is time is the ultimate enemy. If you wait, if you hesitate, if you you lose. And if you think I'm kidding, look at your bank account. If you think I'm lying to you, go to your bank account, take a look at it, and see what money you've gotten in there right now. On payday, I know what basic family of four, non-retirees like me, get about $5,000 tax-free. If you're a retiree, even medically retired, you should get $7,500 a month tax-free. You're not receiving that because you don't know what I'm going to tell you. You know things like what the government wants you to know about. You know about GI Bill. You know about some that they exist, things like VA home loans and stuff like this. But there are things out there that you don't know exist. So there's 3 levels of money. Right now, money, mid-range money for your kids in college, long-range death benefit money. I'm not going to brief you on all of them, but does anybody out there do what I do and take care of you on all of those things? Nope. Unfortunately, no. At least not yet, but hey, I'm always looking for more force multipliers and partners and stuff like that. So if you are somebody and you know somebody, let's do it. Let's help. Because as a former medevac pilot who's been to combat, red smoke, medevac, help. I come in to get you, okay? You're popping red smoke online every month. 135,000 of you actively searching. You're popping that red smoke. You're asking for help. You're begging for help. You're calling for help. You don't even know that it's pluming above your head. You have no clue that it just happened. I know, and the government knows. I care. The government doesn't care. The government doesn't care. I care. I care enough to tell you, go to my website right there. And then I want you guys to help me help you and every last one of you get off of that battlefield. We right now as a group are failing ourselves. We're failing our families. We're failing each other. I'm here. I'm doing something every single day, guys. Every single day I'm doing something. I'm going to tell you about my book and final edits and some events that I'm going to be attending. And I'll get there here in a little bit. So you can come see me live. And but we're failing our veterans. Because even when I tell you to do something difficult, it's very hard for you to get off your sorry little butt and go do something. So I'm not trying to be mean to you. I just want you to know that you're failing yourself. You know this, and I know this, that I call it starting the story in the middle. If you're anywhere in your life, your life of, hey, I want to grow my family, or I want to grow my company, or I want to spend more time with my kids or my grandkids, or wherever you are in your arc of your story, you know you're missing see this big ass check behind me? This life-changing money that's back here. You know in your heart of hearts that you're supposed to get more money and you're confused, and that's exactly what the government wants you to be. And not just 130. Make sure you guys can go back and listen to the recording. Slow me down, speed me up, whatever you need to do. These stats are freaking real. Almost threw out a rumble word there. These stats are real. How many living veterans are there right now? And that's not even considering caregivers and Gold Star families and also the kind of extended family, other money out there. There's 20 million of us, 20 million service members and living veterans out there. Could be a part-timer, full-timer. It doesn't freaking matter. Your fulfillment, all this money back here is supposed to be yours, and it isn't. If you think I'm lying, check your bank account. I will always tell you that. Check your bank account. All these 20 million, that's over $100 billion a month. $100 billion a month that the government is, well, let me just say, if I can't define evil, but if the government's not giving you $100 billion, it's pretty evil to me. So again, think I'm lying? Ask your buddies. I've been around 6 years doing this and delivered over $10 billion to my clients. And I've talked to over tens of thousands of veterans. Not one of you has ever said, Albert, I'm getting paid all that money. Man, am I happy as a clam. Not one. And that leads me to some events I'm going to. So yesterday I registered for a SOF event so it's a global SOF event down in Destin, Florida. So I'll be down there in about actually 2 weeks. So actually I'll be heading back 2 weeks from now. So I'll be down there 23rd through 27th. If you guys want to let me know when we can get together and have a little, I don't know, hug. A little hug. A little hug in the chat and probably a beverage and some oysters. So, but I'll be down there for a SOF event then. And then, so I'm already registered for that. I've got my plane ticket, got my registration, got my, what else I need to get? Hotel down there. And in March, my goal is to be at, I don't know if they call it this anymore, but Heli Expo. So I'll be in Dallas for that. So if you guys want to meet me there for that. Next big one after that is Tampa in May for SOF week. And there were some other ones in there that I'd like to get to as well, but we'll see how things are going with life at that time. I would like to also get in October to Greece. Never been there. I'd like to get that stamp on my passport. So that'd be cool. Let me tell you about my book stuff, guys, because I'm in my final. This is, again, not my book, but it's going to be like this. It's a little survival guide and checklist. It's such a checklist. At the bottom of every page, it will have, turn the page. My clients tell me, Albert, I love that you're the zoom in and zoom out strategy guy. You can zoom in on time and zoom in on money and zoom in on all this kind of benefits that, it's out there for us, all this treasure that we've earned. We've got to get in our pocket. Albert, I need you to just tell me what the hell to do. Albert, I appreciate you, love you, but I just need you to tell me what to do. So in listening to my clients, I said, all right, I will tell you what to do. So I put it into this guide, and this is one book in a book series. And the book series is going to go bam, 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 bam. We're going to get these out as quickly as humanly possible. And so in the next couple of weeks, by at least mid-March, you guys will be able to get these books in your hand. Currently, it's 27-ish, less than 30 human pages and that kind of stuff. And so I assume it's going to be probably a little bit, it's going to be around this size in thickness. If I can read it in an hour, you guys can read the whole damn thing in an hour as well. You're better at that than I am, I'm sure. I don't care about books. Let me say it this way. I don't like books, but I care about them and I know the value of them. So everybody needs a guy and a guide. So I am your guy, and this is your guide. I want to be straight shooter with you guys. I'm not a Jocko guy. Throw some Jocko lines or Jocko-like lines out there every now and then to punch you in the nose. But this is coming soon, guys. By mid-March, you guys should all be able to get these off Amazon. And it will be $10. $10. Get your 5 Fs for $10. We couldn't pass that up. That was too fun. So I've got a lot of airline pilots out there that are my clients, and they're like, Albert, I can't wait to get this in my pocket, man, and start flinging them out at the airport. So appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. Help me help you. Help me help your buddies. Do something every day. Do something every day. My 5 Fs, just to give you a couple examples. Faith. You got, we did want to start with family. So you probably heard some videos where we said family. We changed that to foxhole because foxhole is choosing your people family and your friends at the right time for whatever fight you got in front of you. And so I'm glad to say we changed that. Finances. So again, you cannot possibly live a fulfilled life if your money isn't there for you, and you're filling yourself with big question marks. And I was in law school for a time, and I am not a lawyer, but I was in law school for a time for a master's program. That does exist. I was not going to be a lawyer. But one of the law professors talked about that the more you know, the less you know something or someone, the bigger the question marks are. The more you know them, the smaller the question marks get. So it takes time to get some trust and that sort of thing. So that's why I have on my website too our triple campaign of $1,000 for my first year clients. And that is just to remove the barrier. And I call it a trust ticket. I'd much rather you gain trust in me over the first year. And I hear this all the time. No kidding. I'm going to talk to a guy, actually 2 people today that one of them's a returning client of mine. And one of them, I've chatted with him like 3 or 4 times, and he just keeps on pushing things back. And I'm sure he's got whatever level of excuses or reasons for that. But hey, he's here again, and it happens all the time. I don't want that to happen. I want you guys to just start with me, stay with me. Every time something happens, hey, I had a kid. What's that mean? Hey, I moved from California to Florida. What's that mean? Well, there's something that we can work on. There's always something we can work on. And I always need more force multipliers. So if you guys, when you go to my website, as you and yours are interested in being on my podcast or being on my force multiplying team or a partner, all those interest forms are on my website. Make sure you guys are letting others know about that as well. Help me get out in front of more of our people. We are failing. We as veterans and service members and families and communities, we're honestly failing our best and brightest out there. That's not a good thing. If 135,000 of you are actively looking for help or actively popping smoke right now, that's a lot. That means there's even more of them, over 20 million, who are not getting your money. Help me, help you, help me, help them. I'm here every day. I'm in this room right now. I just came from Rumble. I'll be in the room with my clients for a couple more hours today. I'm going to have a meeting today with another veterans rights attorneys group, another person in their staff. We're here working to help you guys. We need you folks out there who are hearing this. Go to my website, start moving. Number 1, pay yourself first. My website talks you through how to do that. All you have is today. I'm here. You guys need to be here too. You can't be lazy and be fulfilled at the same time. You can't. You're just lying to yourself. Please don't lie to yourself. Or try to lie to me, because I know better. I know better, you know better, and I'm not a mean guy, but I will lovingly call you out on that bullshit. So, all right, gang, appreciate you. Keep helping me, help you, help your family, help you, help your communities. I'm here. I'll be here tomorrow. Hope you are too. Keep pushing forward, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one.